So we're talking about Ceuta, if you haven't guessed already, and they had a small invasion. It actually wasn't a small invasion. It was over 50,000 people that left Morocco.
That sounds like a misinformation.
Yeah, misinformation.
The media is giving this all this hype, but they are giving misinformation to the people.
They're giving them £500 million to make out they're stopping them, but encouraging them to let them go. That is the truth, I think. But they are able to control what's going on. It's just that they don't want to control what's going on. They want to allow the immigration.
Is Spain facing a genuine border control crisis, or has the issue become a political talking point? With migration, security, and border policies dominating conversations, one question remains. What is really happening at Spain's borders, and who should we believe? Do you think this Spain has a serious border problem, or is it the situation being exaggerated for political reasons? Mr. No?
No, it's a free-for-all, so let's go into Ceuta. We'll be able to get a visa, and then we'll all live happily ever after in Spain. Then fuck off to the UK to fuck it up even more.
All right. Right. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think what I've got to do now is just correct a lot of people. A lot of people don't know where Ceuta is. So Ceuta is a little island, and it's just off of Morocco on the mainland, right? A lot of people are thinking that they actually invaded Spain. The Spain's miles and miles away. This is a little island. Bleep that out, please, Sha.
Bleep. Bleep. Right. More EU support or more national control?
EU, absolutely bunch of bleep. Yeah, I was the same, because when it first came on, I thought, oh my God, everybody was texting me saying, have you seen this, Dr. No? Have you seen what's happening in Spain?
You overreacted because the UK
I always overreact.
You always do. He does. Sorry. No, because we are not done with the border control issue of UK, and here comes Spain, and that is why you overreact. I overreact. People overreact. So that's why he's clearing the misinformation.
But I didn't realise it's like having a territory in the Falkland Islands, and then people from Argentina go to the Falkland Islands, right? And then they want to come to the UK. It's a bit of a long haul, isn't it? So it's similar to that, but obviously Falklands is a lot longer to get to England than it is from Spain. So their next place that they can go from Ceuta, which is an island off Morocco, I've already said that, is Gibraltar. So that's a good
clearing the misinformation, because the headline says Spain
invasion,
it's like invasion of the border invasion of Spain, and Spain
it's just a colony. It's just like we've got lots of colonies all over the world, the UK. We've still got a lot of colonies all over the world, and it's like one of our colonies.
And that is a good way here that you are clearing the misinformation, because if you see sometimes what is going on in this news about Spain border invasion, how do you call that? People panicked about it. Because we think in general that it is the main Spain is being invaded.
Well
done, Mr. No.
Yeah, when they say immigration, people are scared of him. You know, the government has not dealt with immigration, have they? The last 3, 4, 5 governments have just let it happen for their own reasons, go into it. And as soon as immigration and illegal immigrants, you're not allowed to say illegal immigrants now. Puppet boy. And
what's the right word for that?
Puppet boy, Andy Burnham. I'm Andy Burnham from the north. Puppet boy. And then, Castama, my dad's the tool maker. You know, before they wanted to change it now. It's called not illegal immigration, because they're not illegal. They're not doing anything wrong. They haven't done anything. They're going to change the name of burglars soon, aren't they? To nice, polite people that like to come through your window uninvited and steal all your things. They call them irregular immigrants now.
Oh.
So, but when people hear about irregular immigrants in Spain, they panic, don't they? Because it brings palpitations to you. You think, oh my God, the same's happening in Spain. Are we going to have everybody? Because what's the next stop from Spain, isn't it? If they actually got to Spain, a lot of them already admitted on some of the videos you see on Al Jazeera or places like that, Where do they want to go? Tell me.
Where? I don't know.
Where do they want to go? Do they want to stay in
UK.
Spain?
No, they want to go to Europe, UK.
Yeah, UK. She got it. UK. They want to come here. So that's going to put more burden on.
Can you blame them? Why people will decide to go out of the country? And
No, I don't blame them. The thing is, it's the governments we want to blame. Because the governments, I know you're going to say, oh, where's your tinfoil fucking hat? But,
all right, carry on.
Yeah, but it's the governments. They want to keep you in fear so they can control you. So by allowing unvetted immigrants, irregular visitors, into the country, they can then keep you in fear, can't they? So it's easy, really. It would be easy to allow these people to go into like a holding area, like an army base like they're doing now, and then vet all of them. And if you can't vet them and you can't find out who they are, they go back to their country. If they are fleeing from sort of peril and stuff like that, then we'll help them, innit? But it's like, we don't know who these people are. That's the thing.
No, we don't.
Immigration. So... Even the Spanish are thinking the same. Who the fuck are these people coming into our little city? They invaded the city. Ceuta's a city, but island city.
Yeah, so what do you think is the main concern surrounding Spain's then, like the Spain border?
Well, it's the same as anywhere, isn't it? They've only got a finite bit of land. I think the Spanish are more welcome. They welcome like the people that come from Morocco in Spain. I think the next demographic of people apart from the Spanish is Moroccans. So there is a big family of Moroccans, a big community of Moroccans in Spain anyway.
Okay.
So they're welcome, but they're not just coming from Spain, are they? Where are they coming from? They're coming from all over the place, aren't they? All of North Africa.
Yeah, diverse.
Yeah, they're diverse. They're not all Moroccans, are they? So that's the thing. And then they're unvetted. That's my biggest problem is they're unvetted. We don't know who they are.
Oh.
Isn't it? You don't just let anyone in your front door when they ring on the bell. Oh, hello, Dr. No. Could I come into your house, have a cup of tea? That could be Jeffrey Dahmer. One of this. It's not Jeffrey Dahmer because he's dead, I think. But you know what I'm saying? A serial killer. So why are we doing it for borders? The Spanish think the same. We all think the same, don't we?
That is intriguing.
Yeah.
For what reason they're doing that one?
They're doing it to... Obviously, it promotes a lot of fear. It brings a lot of votes in for the government that's allowed the immigrants to come in. So they can, once they give them indefinite leave to remain or they get citizenship, they're going to vote, obviously, for the Labour Party. They're going to say they're very generous to us.
Oh. That is politics then.
Yeah. Politics, yes.
So is this a kind of strategy?
It's to keep labour wages down because you've got a lot of people you can use for... The population is going down. Don't forget the population is decreasing. So the government also thinking we got to have some more slaves.
So this is a political strategy then you're trying to say.
Yeah. Economic and political. It's not for the welfare of us because in the short term, our welfare and our health is being sacrificed. Can't get doctors, dentists, our young children or kids that grow up to be adults can't get housing, can't get subsidised housing. Transport's become more and more unavailable because of pricing of everything. So yeah, the government have got it in for the British people. And you've got to look into why. I'll let you look into why, but it's very, very dark. Not just about keeping wages low, not just about keeping us in fear, not just about all the other freakonomics that go along with letting the migrants in.
Yeah, so in short, border control matter for stronger controls for stronger controls of the country and national security. And this is to manage irregular migration and preventing human trafficking.
Illegal immigrants.
Sorry, managing irregular migration, what I'm trying to say is why it matters. And another one is border control matters because it maintains an organized immigration system.
Of course it does. You know who's coming in.
And it concerns about strict controls to human rights, treatment of asylum seekers, the humanitarian situation, and the need for legal migration pathways.
Yeah, but I think we've gone too far with the humanitarian situation, though. Because we've had like rapists come in and they won't deport him because his child wets the bed. What sort of fucking humanity? Who would be human? Let him take the kid back with him, innit?
Yeah.
You might say you're heartless, but no, let the real people that are seeking asylum stay here, innit? The real children that need help. Not people like you. We don't want scum like that in our country, do we? Want them all out. But the government allows them to stay. Oh, poor them. Poor. Why did he let all these pedos and rapists and murderers, why did they let them off with light sentences? They give them everything, give them all the help, give them all the lawyers, give them all the solicitors. But our own people, we lock up for free speech for 2 or 3 years.
Ridiculous.
There is outright assault on the British people and the Christian faith as well. So it is about religion as well. I'm bringing that into it because I'm going to call you out, government. It is about religion. If the king is now allowed to say he's a multi-faith, like a king,
how
that's
can that
disgusting.
be possible?
I don't know, but he represents the Church of England. He always has done. The kings and queens have always represented the Church of England, the Christian church. They cannot be a multi-faith leaders. So it's all fucked up, isn't it? Like immigration's fucked up. Like what's happening in Spain's fucked up.
Is it implemented now about that how to call that, faith that he is
that's what
claiming?
That's what he's proclaimed already. He's going to be, wants to be
self-proclaimed.
Yeah. So basically, he's a traitor. He's what I call a traitor king. I think we should do away with royal family and all that bollocks. They're just sponges, aren't they?
What have they done to the country and to the people?
People say they bring in lots and lots of money.
How?
Well, because of people come to see them. More people went to see Bruno Mars the other day. More people were in Wembley watching Bruno Mars all week than they'd ever go to see the king. Do you know what I mean? No, kids don't give a shit about the king.
No.
They just know he's just strange and fucked. Do you know what I mean? In this family, the kings and queens of all the countries have been the biggest robbers and the biggest murderers and killers in the world to get where they are. They were like leader of the tribe. So to progress, their families had to do the worst shit imaginable.
Maybe they're
the worst. Don't look at them as though they're godly, like next to God. They're not next to God. God will be disgraced by them. They're going to answer to God. I hope they do. You know.
Who knows? They're also the one creating this border controls. Like let's say
they're all part of it. Yeah, they love immigration. They love paedophiles. They love celebrities.
Why is it because they're one?
I think so. That's my opinion only.
All right. Okay, so going forward, can a country have a strong borders while still protecting people who are fleeing danger?
Of course they can. Yeah. Well, look at what happened in Ceuta. A lot of them went back again because the Spanish weren't fucking having it. They put the army there, and I think 70 got killed swimming, and then I think some of them got killed by military or whatever, the police. Just a few of them, but they. So yeah, and I think they've done pretty well in protecting that little enclave, you know. So we can protect it. We can protect it a piece of piss.
Yeah, I know. I believe that if there is what's going on in Spain, or how do you say that? Ceuta.
I'm making it up.
I can't say it properly. So I would just say Spain. So I believe that if there is a cooperation between countries like Spain and Morocco, their borders can be strong. If they decide to refuse the people's entry, and if there are some who manage to enter, then they just have to send them back to their countries. Yeah. And I can't see borders are strengthened and people are protected from danger by risking their lives in crossing the borders.
Stupid. They only risk their lives because someone put up a social media post, really. Yeah, I might put one up next week. Social media post. I'm not saying I'm having a party in my house. Fucking no way.
So you have mentioned that politicians have to do with
I like my trainers. Go on.
I'm serious, and he's just taking the piss. All right. So what about the politicians now?
What about the politicians now?
All right. So do politicians use border issues to gain public support?
You said you weren't going to ask me questions.
Yeah, I know. Because you're not following it. If I won't ask
follow the questions, right,
then you will not stop talking away from the topic.
Oh, yeah. It does say on my description that Dr. No Show would go off on tangents, so she's got to keep me reined in a little bit because I will go off on completely different, but that's the way we roll. So yeah, politicians do nothing to solve border problems. Look at all the politicians in our country. Is Puppet Boy doing anything, do you think?
Cool. Andy Burnham.
Oh,
I have read that
news. For Thunderbirds.
That news that I sent to you about the savings.
Yeah.
Didn't you read it?
Mm.
I'm worried about it because I'm the kind of person that loves saving money, and if they are just limiting people to save
She
up,
never told me that. She loves saving money. I didn't know she had any money.
I love
The
saving.
truth comes out on this
I
show.
love saving up money, but I have not saved yet
Don't
because
tell.
it's going to borrow.
Don't
my
tell
money.
everybody. 'Cause irregular immigrants be round your house trying
Oh,
to find
God.
it. It's all in the bank anyway. You'll never get in there.
So yeah, that's what I'm worried about because of that news from Andy Burnham and the other person.
What's it got to do with illegal migrants? Come on, no, it's you going off on a
I'm
tangent.
driving
She
away.
says she's trying to control me.
Okay, so go.
What? Political? Yeah, no, the politicians are not solving any problems. They actually make things. Politicians all around the world actually make things worse, don't they? That's why I said we have to find a new way to run our countries where we're all involved, where the majority are making decisions, not the minority. Can't trust it to politicians because all they want to do is make their friends and their people that lobbied for them and got them into power richer. They don't care about you. Keep saying that. I'm going to say it on every single video. No, not every single one.
Mm.
So yeah, what do you think about it anyway? Do you think politicians? What have you seen in this country? Do they make your life easier? They haven't really, have they? Or have they?
For the long time I have lived in this world, I think you're right. Before, I used to disagree with him about saying bad about politicians.
But you come from the Philippines, you've seen
but
the
now
bad side as well.
I've seen the reality that actually they don't care about the people. Like we've mentioned, we've said this every time we do our podcast, our recording. But yeah, I would always say again that is true. Like they don't give a shit.
No, well, we've seen it in the Philippines. We've seen it in other countries around the world. Where look at how the politicians live in their families and their kids go to privileged schools, private schools, chauffeurs, bodyguards, and then look not far away from where they live, all the poor communities, the squatters areas, the dumps where people live. And then you see how those kids, they haven't even got shoes, diseases, die early, no doctor's treatment, no schooling unless they've got shoes or a shirt, no nothing. So we've seen it firsthand, witnessed it firsthand. England's not so bad, to be fair. Most people have got access to schools if they want it. So we are a little bit more privileged here, but we've seen it in lots of the Philippines is not just the only country. A lot of countries where the government could actually help the people. They don't give a shit about the people. Really, they don't give a shit, do they?
No, not at all.
We've seen kids sniffing glue in the Philippines with glue bags where my Mrs. Nose had to take the glue bag off the kids. Remember that?
Yeah.
The kid had a glue bag in them outside a mall. We went to McDonald's. She had to take the glue off them. And do you know why tell them why they were sniffing the glue?
They're sniffing the glue. I asked the kids
why they're kids.
Yeah, I asked them why they're doing that. It is because that suppressed their hunger. It's better to sniff the glue.
Yeah.
To suppress hunger than to find ways, than to steal and find ways to...
Yeah, and they can't afford fucking Monjaro. Can they? Hey? No, I can't afford it either. Bloody hell, those companies must admit... We'll do another video about that. But yeah, that's what they do. The kids are sniffing glue because they're so hungry. And they do anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then your cat goes missing, or your dog. Why? Because people eat them. They do. I've been in places where they eat dogs and cats and places like that. Yeah, really, it's true. It happens, doesn't it, all around the world? Rats, isn't it? Mice, field mice and rats and all sorts because people were hungry. But there's plenty to go around in the world for everybody. But our politicians don't give a shit about any of us in any country. Get that into your head. Start waking up because they don't. They just give you enough to stop you rebelling. Surprised the Philippines ain't rebelling because they don't even give you enough in the Philippines. Yeah.
You finished?
Yeah.
You're going too far.
Okay. I'm shifting it over from the politicians now because I don't really give a shit about politicians. I wish them all the bad luck in the world, most of them, the evil ones. So the people is who I care about. And we had this discussion earlier on, didn't we? We sat down. Well, believe it or not, we do put a little thought into this, especially Mrs. No. She does a lot of research on it, even though it seems we haven't. But we found out it's not on mainland Spain. That's most of you don't know that anyway. So there we go. That's something. So it's about the people. And we are not knocking the people. We blame it all on the governments. It's the governments.
Why?
This time in Morocco, I think the Moroccan government really didn't give a shit. To them, 50,000 people leaving Morocco is like a big sigh of relief.
Yeah, and why do
Let's
you
get
think
rid of this shit. That's how they think.
And why do you think are these people leaving their home countries?
Because our home countries don't look after them. That's
Like
why.
how?
But you've also got, they're not giving them, they haven't got proper jobs. There's no jobs. There's no industry. They can't earn enough money to support their family. You're not going to leave your country if you get a really good wage, if you've got a really good job, something in a country that you love, and a government that you trust, and a nice home, and being able to bring your kids up in decent education and have holidays. You're not going to leave that country, are you, for another country, unless you want to go traveling. So that's why they haven't. All of that is breaking down in their own countries.
I can understand why people go abroad and leave their home countries because, yeah, you're right. The country or their own country does not offer what they need. Proper jobs.
No. Healthcare system. Education system. Transport system.
Yeah.
Infrastructure.
Yeah.
Proper water. Electricity. A home. All the things that you need to live a decent,
like your basic needs,
humanitarian life.
Yeah, that is true. And doing this, they risk their lives in crossing borders, right?
Yeah, they got to swim for a while. Yeah, they're risking their lives. But like I said, I'm all not against the immigration. I'm against the vetting of the people. We know who's coming to the country, who's lying, who's leaving the country for bad reasons. Somebody might have escaped prison. It's great. Just get on a boat, come to England, and we'll dissolve within the rest of the population. Very dangerous not to know who's here. That's what border control is all about. Now, there are stories going around that there's jihadist training camps in the UK. There's weapons being smuggled all over the place, ready for some sort of war against British people. Yeah, you could go onto different social media sites, and there's people saying that they've been asked by the government to hold weapons for these people. There's caches of weapons hidden. There's people doing these training so that they can fight against us, like a religious attack,
a terrorist attack. Do you think they are recruited and this is planned?
Yeah.
What for? What the plan is for? And what is the plan? And why is it being planned?
Obviously, a lot of countries don't like the British. So we've done a lot of shit in their country, haven't we? A lot of illegal shit and a lot of shit that we don't class as illegal, but they do. But one man's terrorist is another man's martyr.
Yeah.
So one side's the enemy and we're the good side, but to the other side, we're the bad side. And, do you know what I mean? So it's how you look at it. So,
does it have a relation to what is happening in Spain?
No.
I mean, does it have the same reasons behind it?
Yes, I'm going to say there's a lot of people, the majority of people have good reasons, not because they haven't got access to food, water, stuff like that. It's because they want a better life. They want more, like we all do. We all want more, don't we? We all want more. We were programmed to want more and more and more and more. The more you give us, the more we want. And that's how people, it's the social media, but in real life that we can't stop. It's scrolling for life, isn't it? We want to go to a better country. Then they go to that country and they find out another country's better. And they'll go to another country. I've seen that with Philippine nurses, actually, when they come to the UK. They think UK's brilliant. Then they find out one of their friends says, oh, I want to go to Australia. It's better in Australia. You get a better home, you get more wages. They go to the next country. Then they say Saudi Arabia's better because you're not taxed. And they'll just travel and go to all the best places. That's what immigration, immigrants are going to do the same thing. If they come from a shit country, get a better. They just want the grass is always greener on the other side and you're going to always get it. It's always been going on, but now it's like mass migration.
I get it. Why the people are doing this to find or hoping to get a better life. And what I am seeing now is like, how do you call that? These people are being brainwashed or maybe being trafficked. Because you wouldn't go anywhere without being what's it called? Convinced of something.
Of course not.
Yeah, so
there's good actors and there's bad actors. So we've got traffickers. Yeah. I'm not even going to call them smugglers because, like I said in one of my videos, they're not even trying to hide it now. It's just done in plain sight, and we can all see what's going on. So they're not even trying to hide it now.
I have seen in an interview as well
Yeah.
on the social media. I will just say social media that this lady who's interviewed, and she always keeps on saying cartels. This has what's going on in Spain has something to do with the cartels. What is it?
The cartels, that's
What does it
mainly from
mean?
Mexico. You sure it
Okay.
wasn't Mexico they were talking about? Was it
Mhm.
Spain, was it?
Yeah.
The cartels is mafia, really. It's like you pay the mafia some money. Well, a lot of these people haven't got any money. So what they're going to say is, right, when you get to the other side, we're going to give you an address to go to this address, and we'll give you a job. And we want half your wages, and then you can keep half, set up in that country, and then get your family over. A lot of it is for girls, and when the girls get there, they get to the address, they're turned into junkies and prostitutes, and they never get any money, and that's their life. Basically, that's it. It's the end of them till they die or till something nasty happens to them. It's well documented if you want to go looking into it, on a children trafficking for all different reasons, for like the sex industry, for like body parts. It's so dark, it's unbelievable. So yeah, that's how the people traffickers, what they offer for people if they got no money. So the people traffickers, it's a win-win for them. It's horrible, I know. They're absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of evil people in the world, as you know.
But based from that interview, like I would still, for me, it boils down to trafficking. What you have explained, this cartel and what is going on with this border control, and there are people crossing the borders.
I think
they are being trafficked, I think.
I think the American border was pretty dark. And I can't speak for every border. The UK border is just so, I think people's traffickers with like regards to coming over from the Channel to UK, it's so easy for people to come over. Once they get through the European countries and get down to France, it's pretty easy for them to get on the boat, really. A lot of them are just hide out and just run in the bushes and then just run out at the last moment and just get on the boat. Even though some people paid for it and some people promised to do work or whatever they promised to get to the UK, some people, they're not paying anything.
All right.
They're just chancing.
Okay, so we talk about border control matters earlier on, but how do you call that? Can't they make this stricter and without letting these people in the country?
Because that's what we're moaning about in the UK. Make the borders tighter. For a start, it's so easy.
Yeah,
it can be done.
It is so stressful to think about what's going on, but simple people with simple minds can simply solve the problem by implementing a strict policy by not letting them in.
It's easy. What
human rights have you violated if you don't let people in the country?
Yeah.
What's the point of having immigration office?
I know.
What's the point of having immigration rules if the immigration office and officers can't even implement
it's no good.
A simple policy of this?
It's pointless. Border control, having a passport now. Well, we need a passport to get into other countries, but having a passport for the UK, you might just chuck the fucking thing away.
Yeah.
I could solve it, right? Easy. I could go, give me £100, right? But I'm not asking the government, give me £100, let me have a tranny van so I can put my bed in the back, like a motorhome or something, right? And then give me a few more minibuses and I'll get a load of people in. I'll just pay them give them some decent wages, £300 each. I go down to B&Q with me £100, get a load of Stanley blades and knives. They can each have a Stanley blade. We'll go onto the beach of Calais and all the beaches of France and we'll just slash the boats. That's all we got to do. Slash the boats. It stopped. Within days, it stopped. We only want, say, how many people? I reckon 100 people we could do.
That is what I couldn't understand.
Now, we want some minders. We don't want a couple. Say 500 people. We sort out. We don't want $500 million. I'll do it for 25 million. All right. I'll get my own staff, recruit them. Give me 25 million. I'll stop it. They tried to do that already, haven't they? Raised the flags, have gone over and shown that they can do it easy. But then they get arrested by the police. The police are obviously paid off by the government, right? They've been told by the French government. This could apply to Ceuta later on. So this has some sort of like relevance.
Yeah, it's relevant because we're talking
relevant
about
because we're
border
talking about
control
border
and
control.
immigration.
So the French have obviously got the 500 million from us, taking the piss. Well, fuck this, right? We're having a free bit of money, so they're sharing it all out between them and their mates in the police force or whatever, and just telling the police, you got to turn this sort of like now and again try to stop one of them boats, but majority of the time, if you don't see anyone filming you or cameras or whatever, vloggers or someone from the UK like Race the Colours or whatever, or any other like Tommy Robinson might be there, or me, or Mrs. No, then just let them go. Yeah,
I'll leave it to you.
and then give us some life jackets. We get some cheap life jackets.
I can't swim.
Because one of my mates, so one of the French government, obviously he's got a pal that's got an industry where they make rubber boats in life jackets. So it's a win-win. The smugglers go to them. They're not smugglers. The people go to them. That French industrial bloke buys life jackets. No, the government buy the life jackets, but they buy the boats. So it's a win-win. So it's all corruption, isn't it? Then the police get a little bit of a payoff for letting them go. Then the police get another payoff from the traffickers as well, called turn a blind eye. So the police are getting this pocket filled and that pocket filled, one by the traffickers, one by the government to turn a blind eye. Isn't it? Then the British government don't care anyway. They're just giving them 500. Actually, they're not giving them 500 million pounds to stop them. They're giving them 500 million pounds to make out they're stopping them, but encouraging them to let them go. That is the truth, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the truth.
You think? I thought that's the truth.
And that's our money. That's taxpayers' money, not puppet boys' money. Right? That's not going towards Thunderbird Island.
Yeah, I hope people are like awakened and realize the same thing, because it's, for me, it's such a big, like, for me, it's just a simple thing to do. But because, as we have mentioned all the time, that these puppets are being controlled by someone behind them, so it is frustrating.
Yeah, and every time one puppet goes, they take that puppet out, bom, 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 then the next puppet comes in, bom, 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 bom. I've got a thing about puppets at the moment. I don't know have I got a puppet? Is there a thing about puppet fetish? Is there a word for it? No, not in a sexual way, a puppet fetish, but like I keep on about puppets. I don't know if I'm turning into a fucking
You have
puppet.
not moved on from Andy Burnham.
Burnham is like, my God. I've done an AI.
You have not moved on from him, that's why.
I can't move on from him. Because after all, I'm your wonder wall. Andy Burnham, man of the people.
All right, Mr. No, let's proceed. Let's go back to the topic. So this question is for everyone and to our viewers. Is Spain's border going back? Is Spain's bogus burger?
Put that on the bloopers. Go on, keep going.
Burger, I'm hungry. All right, so is Spain's border situation a real crisis that requires stronger action, a political issue that is being exaggerated, or a complicated combination of both?
That's a really good question.
It is. I always do have.
Please answer. I'm going to pin the comment. We'll pin the comment below as well. The comments below, or our editor will.
Yeah.
Our brilliant editor, by the way.
Yeah.
Chad, well done. And
he is.
Please start putting giving us comments. Let us work for our money. Actually, we're not earning no money. I'm looking over there. I should be looking up there. Let us work for our money. All right.
Money, money, money. All right, so let's proceed. I think we have tackled enough for this topic. So let's proceed to rapid fire questions. And all you have of your choice, you defend your answer. So let's start with is what going on this time? Is it a real crisis or political narrative?
It's not a real crisis. It's been sparked by social media and because the Spanish have been more lenient in letting people off that are already in the country, and they've got the wrong signal, thinking that now it's a free-for-all, so let's go into Ceuta, we'll be able to get a visa, and then we'll all live happily ever after in Spain, then fuck off to the UK to fuck it up even more.
All right. Actually, guys, our audience, there are viewers. You can also do your comments in the comment section about this. If it's real crisis or political narrative. No, I mean in this rapid fire questions. Next, stronger borders or better migration policies?
Stronger borders, because we've got migration policies now and they don't work because nobody takes any fucking notice. We've got to stop swearing. Bleep that out, please, Sha.
Bleep. Bleep. Right. More EU support or more national control?
EU are absolutely bunch of bleep.
So none of them.
None of them.
Is the media helping or fueling the debate?
I see some pretty good topics from the media. MSM, obviously, we've got a question if it comes from mainstream media, one of the main channels you've got in your country, question it. I would believe the citizen journalists are actually on the ground more. So I would say more social media you'll get the truth from.
So what's the answer? Is the media helping about the issues or they're fueling the debate?
Some media, but very little.
Just a few is helping.
A few, yeah.
And most of them are fueling.
Yeah, and then they fuel it, yeah. It's to make you live in fear again. It's a great narrative by the government. Keep you in perpetual fear, then we can control you.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of this tribe, how the tribe works, and tribe mentality, which I'll do a video on one day.
Okay. Last question. What's one policy you would change?
Oh God, one policy I would change. I don't think I need to change any policies, because if I change the policy, they would ignore it anyway. So if I went into government and got Puppet Boy out and I was the new puppet, I wouldn't be a puppet. I'm going to cut my strings. I'll be like that. I'll put in loads of policies, but the civil servants and whatever wouldn't take any notice anyway. So I'm really, at the moment, until the whole system changes, the whole government system changes, you are knocking your head against a brick wall, basically.
But we can keep on hoping that this policy would change, that they will have strict border policies.
Well,
that's what everyone is hoping to happen, that they will just close the borders and not let these irregular immigrants come into the country.
Well, I'm going to give you this little jewel now. Like my dad, my dearly departed dad, sat on that cloud in heaven, would say, shit in one hand, wish in the other.
Hand. Oh, yeah.
Wish in one hand, shit in one hand, wish in the other, and see which comes first.
No comment.
If you've got diarrhea, you're in trouble. It's going to go, you've got something to sieve it with.
All right. So I think, Mr. No, I think we have tackled enough of the topic, as I have mentioned earlier. So this time I want to hear from our listeners, and what do you think? Is Spain's border control issue a genuine crisis or a political strategy, or somewhere between? Actually, you can do your comment down below again. So whatever might be your political views, border control is an issue that affects the real people. Those living in Spain, those working to protect the borders, and those risking their lives to cross them. The question isn't just who is right or wrong. The question is, what is the fairest, safest, and most effective way forward? So what do you think? Is Spain's border issue a real crisis or just politics? Let's continue the conversation in the comment section. Mr. No?
Yeah, that summarises it well. Please leave your comments, like, subscribe and share. And you can see the old Dr. No is coming back. The sarcasm, the satire, the swearing. That's what you asked for. That's what you're going to get. See you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
6.